Hey there, writers. My name's Emma Bennet, and I'm a romance writer from the UK. Today, I'm wanting to talk about the fact that NaNoWriMo will be no more. An email has been sent out to supporters of the non-profit organisation that runs NaNoWriMo to say that it is just not viable for it to keep going. They have had various financial problems over the last few years, and so the whole thing is being dissolved. So if you are wondering, first of all, what NaNoWriMo is, NaNoWriMo stands for National Novel Writing Month. It's a challenge where in November, writers attempt to write a 50,000 word first draft of a new book. There are also smaller challenges, camps, which take place twice a year, which are associated with it but aren't quite so strict on the guidelines. Anyway, a lot of writers have got a lot out of these challenges. It's really pushed them to write more than they thought was capable of, and I am one of those writers. I've taken part in NaNoWriMo for the last 3 years. I've written 3 complete first drafts of contemporary romance books, and I've also taken part in some of the camps. I've done all kinds of wacky challenges for those, including writing, editing and publishing a book on author branding within 1 month. That was definitely a crazy one. So the news that there won't be any more NaNoWriMo it's quite sad. I know that the company have had not only financial troubles, but also there has been quite a lot of anger within the writing community about some of the things that have gone on there. I'm not going to go into those in this video, but if you kind of do a little bit of a Google, I'm sure you'll be able to find a video which will explain it all much better than I can. So yeah, I'm really going to miss the challenges. Obviously, we can make our own challenges, and I know that last November, when there was quite a bit of controversy about NaNoWriMo, a lot of people did come up with their own challenges and little communities formed, which was really, really lovely. But for me, there's another personal reason why I am going to be very sad to see NaNoWriMo ending, and that is because I wrote a book for writers. It's called Write, Eat, Sleep, Repeat, 30 Days, 50,000 Words, How to Win NaNoWriMo. And I'm really, really proud of this book. It looks like it's only a little book, but there is absolutely no fluff in this whatsoever. It is all full of really great advice and tips, and not just from me, but from lots of other writers as well who have successfully completed the challenge. And it's just a real shame that now, obviously, this book is no longer relevant, so to speak. So what I'm thinking is that maybe I will rewrite or reword this book so that it is just a book about how to write a first draft in a month. Maybe not specifying 50,000 words, because actually for me to get a complete first draft, for example, which I have done 3 times now, it's more like 55,000 words. My completed romances are about 60,000 words. So I think the most that I've ever written in a month is about 57,000. And I know that there are people who write more than that. So yeah, I'm thinking that most of the advice in this book is very, very relevant to people who are just wanting to really put their writing first for a short period of time, so that they can really kind of push through a tough writing time, or just that they know that they happen to have a month that isn't as busy, and it's a great opportunity to get those words down and to finally write that book that they have been wanting to. So I'm really hoping that I will be able to reword it and republish it with some additional stuff in there, hopefully. As you know, it has been a couple of years maybe since this was published. I've learnt more. I'm sure that I can think of even more to add into it, and then it will be more of a how to write a lot in a month kind of book. And it will be a fun project to do in between fiction projects, a little bit of a palette cleanser if you like. Aside from that, though, I will miss the community aspect of NaNoWriMo. I know that it was really lovely to see so many little communities and challenges popping up last November, and I really hope that some of those grow and take off. I think it's so good for the writing community for people to be working on things together and supporting each other with a common goal. And it's a real shame that the community is going to be losing this big challenge which brought so many people together. So hopefully there can be some other challenges which will take over from it. I'm not sure whether I will continue to use November quite so intensely for writing. I think what I might do is still really focus on writing for that month, but maybe split the writing of the manuscript more over October and November, so that it's just a little bit more chilled, because it is a lot when you've got many other things in your life to be able to give yourself over so completely to a writing project. So please let me know what your thoughts are about the end of NaNoWriMo down in the comments below. I would love to know if you've had experience of doing this challenge and what you will be doing instead. And I will be back with another video next week. I will catch you in the next one.